Hey guys, so for this video I'm going to talk about something I mentioned in our virtual classroom we got together last Tuesday, and that's the digital newspaper that we did with a school from Mexico City. It's the first time that our school had any international collaboration with another school, and I think it was the first time for the school in Mexico City as well. We got in contact through one of our administrators, and they already had the idea of a digital newspaper. I thought, being a social studies teacher, nothing better, right? We get to talk about global issues and local issues. So what we did is the teacher over there, English teacher and social studies teacher, I had an English teacher help me out as well, got together and decided, well, we built rubrics first. We kind of discussed what we wanted to do, then built rubrics. And we said, okay, well, we have a month and a half to do this, so let's do due dates so that we keep track of their progress. And once we decided, give or take, I mean, it's not something overly complicated. What platforms we're going to use? Google Docs, okay. What are the subject areas? And we came up with 6 or 7, the ones I mentioned earlier. Once we figured that out, we split our separately, we haven't met yet with the kids, we split them up into groups based on what they wanted to do. For the most part, I was able to accommodate my students with the subject that they wanted, be it sports, although that one's a difficult one for boys because they want to do sports, but for the most part, my kids, my 80-some kids, were happy with the subject that they chose and prioritized on a list of 3 that I had them write down, and I was able to get them the subject they wanted. Finally, when we had that, we got them together in a classroom, set up a Google Hangouts, and kind of did a meet and greet. Told them who was going to be in whose group, and we said, basically, you guys have free reins to set up whatever platform you want to keep communicating with them after school, after hours, whatever. And the kids did it, and they did a really good job of it. A lot of them used WhatsApp. I mentioned it in the thread, I think in the last assignment we had. And somebody else did as well. WhatsApp is great because it doesn't charge you, international rates for calls. For the most part, they use WhatsApp, but they also use Google Docs that we set up. We set up Google Docs for them to collaborate on their article. We chose a couple people to do the editing. They use several different platforms for editing. I mean, some were as simple as PowerPoint slides, and other they were using Canva, which is a kind of a poster type template online, and it has a bunch of different templates, and one of them is newspaper templates, has a whole bunch. They're really good at that, but like I said, they use FaceTime as well, WhatsApp. Some of them stayed with Google Hangouts, some of them use Zoom, and it was just a great way to communicate and collaborate internationally and inter-school for them. They had fun doing it. They made some friends in another country while they were at it, and at the end of the day, the result was a 65-page newspaper that was shared on the websites of both schools that any one of the stakeholders of the school, the parents, the staff, faculty, and the students could access. And it ended up being a total success, which is something that we would not be able to get done without the technology that's circulating today amongst our students. Not even when I was in high school, I graduated in 2004, we wouldn't have been able to really do that, maybe through Skype, but still collaborating would have been much harder. I don't even remember if Google Docs existed back then to be able to simultaneously collaborate. So even in the time since I graduated high school to now has been a huge change for the kids, and that is just one aspect of the technology that is used today in school. We're talking about videos, we're using it right now. Also simultaneous editing through Google Docs. Well, there's 2, I guess, but that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all the things available and all the tools available to us. I hope to keep using this platform and technology in this whole Teach Now program, and looking forward to seeing your videos as well.